Yo, what is going on everyone? Welcome back to another Clash Royale video. How are you guys doing? Did you guys miss me? Well folks, it is a brand new year. I sure hope you guys enjoyed your Christmas vacation and had a great time for the new year. Today, I thought that I'd do a little something different from usual, so we're going to be taking a look at two really awesome 2v2 decks. I know I haven't really covered much 2v2 action, so I figured if I could have such a good time playing 2v2 with this deck and my friend Royale here, I figured you guys might enjoy the decks too. So let's take a look at what we have here. Alrighty, so my deck will be consisting of the Giant, Executioner, Valkyrie. We've also got Miner, which is my favorite card overall. If you guys didn't know that by now, I really don't know what channel you guys have been watching this whole time. We've also got the Tornado spell, we've got guards, minions, and last but not least, one of my favorite spells overall, we've got the Zap spell. So the deck is a little bit heavy on epics, but overall I think you guys can make it work as long as you guys got an okay level Executioner, at least level 3 guards, and maybe, or at least preferably, a Tornado spell that is tournament standard. You should be able to make the deck work. And I mean, the minor levels don't really matter that much either, but of course every level you can get on any card will just make it that much greater to use. So let's move on to Royale's deck. Royale has the Giant, he's also got the Wizard, Valkyrie, Lightning, Fireball. He's also having the Inferno Dragon, Goblin Gang, and minions as well. So we've got a lot of cheap cards in our decks really for distractions. We've got the guards, we've got the Goblin Gang, and 2 sets of minions, so we can even make our own little minion horde just for 6 elixir. I mean, it's a little more, but overall I think it's pretty neat that we have so many swarm cards. Anyways, so when you're playing these decks, what you're gonna want to do is just slow roll a Giant behind one of the crown towers, or at least the king tower, whenever you have the chance. I mean, preferably you're gonna want to wait till you're close to like 10 elixir and just see what your opponent does. But if they're not making any plays, just by all means go ahead and drop that Giant down and see what they do next. If they decide to rush you with something like a Hog Rider, a Battle Ram, Goblin Gang, or Miner, or anything like that, easily there. For the Hog Rider and Goblin Gang, the Goblin Barrel, what am I saying, and even the Miner, you can always tornado those to the King Tower as soon as you have the chance. Getting that King Tower up will help you out on defense very much. Now, as for the Battle Ram, you've got double minions, you've also got the Valkyries, you've also got the Goblin Gang and guards. So however you choose to defend it with those troops is totally up to you. I would not advise using the Inferno Dragon too early game unless you're sure that they don't have any tanks overall. But other than that, I think you can just make this work. Now, the second tip that I would give is just being very keen on when you use the Valkyries. The Valkyries are low-key kind of OP actually, because they do such a great job on defense overall. It's not even funny. You can use the Valkyries even to counter Goblin Barrels. If you guys did not know this, place a Valkyrie in front of your crown towers whenever your opponents throw a Goblin Barrel at it, and you can kill 2 of the goblins instantly if you time it right there, and you'll just remain with the one in the back there. So as long as you can get rid of that one as well with like maybe your guards or even the Goblin Gang or anything like that, you should be good to go. In fact, just a simple Goblin Gang should take care of it, but just watch out for your opponent wising up on that there and throwing something out like a Prelog. These are just tips that I'm just throwing out there for you guys to just know how to use these decks in every possible way. Royale's deck does have a lot of spells, and let me just say this, you're going to want to use those spells whenever you have the chance to make good positive elixir trades. So whenever you see your opponent has something like a Hunter passing their towers, or a Witch, maybe a Night Witch, Ice Wizard, anything like that, make sure you can just capitalize on it by just sending down those lightning bolts and throwing fireballs at them. It will really piss them off in the long run, and overall you can chip away at the towers like that whenever you don't have the mine in hand. So those are good things to keep in mind. And before I forget to mention, folks, you can even use the Tornado spell as a last resort counter to the Goblin Barrel. I mean, you've got the Fireball as well, but if you don't happen to have that in hand, you can always tornado everything towards the center of the arena, and your King Towers, once they're awake, they should help you gun everything down. Now, I think that's enough explanations for now. Let's start taking a look at the gameplay that we have going on right now. So, right now, this is the kind of match that I was telling you about. My friend Regarian and I, we are just basically making these quote-unquote giant pushes on the right lane there, distracting our opponents and keeping them busy, while in the meantime, I'm just slowly chipping them down with basically the miner alone on the left lane. If you haven't noticed already, folks, the miner has done almost half their tower's damage there, and he's still continuing to be a menace for them. In fact, I don't even know why, but they did not take the chance to use their tornado spell there when it was in hand. But hey, if they don't want to wake up their king towers whenever they have the chance, I'm just going to take full advantage of that and make them suffer the wrath of the shovel there. So they're going to be rushing us right now with a balloon, which rage spell and graveyard combo right now. They're really desperate, but a simple tornado spell just changes the outcome of that there. They would have gotten a shot on the tower there, but the balloon couldn't make it anyways. So we're going to be sending in a miner once again, and look at this. The tower is down pretty low. They send a minion horde, so we drop a minion horde of our own there basically with double minions. And now take a look at this. The tower has been chipped down just enough for Regarian to use the lightning spell. So with that there, we take the win there, and he gives them the laugh there because we basically chipped them down that entire game and there was nothing they were able to do about it. So anyways, we're going to be moving on to yet another match, and our opponents for this match is going to be RW77 and Princess .213. So Princess is the one, I believe, on the right side. They're running the Lava Hound miner deck. Pretty dirty overall, the miner and Lava Hound combo that is. When the pups come out of the Lava Hound and you've got the miner tanking, that can really do a number on towers. Here we're going to overcommit on defense a bit there. That was honestly a overcommitment there and some miscommunication, but whatever, we're going to make up for it now with this juicy fireball. Regarian manages to kill the Electro Wizard, clip the tower, and hit the Inferno Dragon as well. So that was, mamma mia, one spicy meatball. That was one really juicy fireball right there, and we're going to be able to just get rid of all of these troops right now. They're so desperate for damage, they throw a fireball at basically nothing, and now we're going to punish them for that, folks. We're going to assert some dominance by just dropping this giant right at the bridge there, and we're going to see how they reacted. Our opponents right now, they're cycling to a Mega Minion. They knock our Wizard back with a fireball, but unfortunately the Mega Minion does get distracted by our Valkyrie there. So the Wizard does get to do a lot of damage on the Mega Minion there, and we can just zap away everything else there. So we're all good to go there, and our opponents right now, they're just way behind on elixir right now in comparison to us. We have enough elixir to go. Again, we're going to be throwing them a miner right up in their face there. They don't have a tornado in their deck, so it doesn't even matter for us here. They can't even use a fireball anymore to activate the King Tower, because if you actually use the fireball just right, you can push him towards the King Tower there. I've seen that happen a few times there, but it doesn't really happen that often. So anyways, we've got the Mega Minion, not the Mega Minion, the Mega Knight and the Lava Hound. I don't know why they invested in two tanks at once there, but we got to take them down pretty easily there, so I'm gonna take that there. And look at this. What was I saying, folks? As soon as one giant goes down, another one goes back up there, so we can continue counter pushing there and making our way to the tower. We've got our Wizard, Executioner, and our Inferno Dragon following up that giant there. We've got our miner at the tower there. The giant does land a few hits on that tower there, and our opponents are forced to zap and all kinds of really bad plays there for them. So again, we're going to be overcommitting a little bit with the defense there, but nonetheless it still works out for us because we can tornado this miner to the King Tower there. So we've got our King Towers woken up, and our opponents are pretty screwed at this point in time. They're so frustrated, they're just throwing everything they have at us right now, and we're just able to make lots and lots of good trades. Again, another giant goes down, another one is going to go up. It's just like a rinse and repeat cycle. They're going to throw us Elite Barbarians. We're going to do double Valkyries there. They don't stand a chance. I throw them a laugh there because it's pretty funny how much we overcommitted, and we just drop that zap just at the last second there. So that gives us match number 3, and our opponents are going to be Frost and Putin. So we start off the match wishing them good luck, and now folks, we just wait for their first plays. So our opponents right now, they're both running some sort of bait deck, I guess. So they start off with a knight there, and they're going to be aggressive with that goblin barrel. So I'm going to just take advantage of that right now and pull 2 out of 3 goblins to the King Tower, giving us the early activation there, and thankfully that Valkyrie did take care of the extra goblin and even managed to walk up to the knight there, so he didn't get to do anything against us there. So that was just really lovely for us overall. My friend here, he throws a predictive fireball. It doesn't really hit anything, unfortunately. If he had just cast it a little far back, he would have clipped the princess there. Unfortunately, that was not the case. But take a look at this right now. I'm gonna be just dropping that giant there. I knew the miner was coming in there, and I just had to block it there. Blocking a miner with the giant can be really frustrating, guys. Trust me, the giant just has so much HP there. Even though he doesn't really attack the miner per se, he still does a great job at it. Now take a look at this right now. We drop our double Valkyries here, and those goblins got instantly wrecked, folks. Those goblins did not stand a chance. Anyways, folks, take a close look at what I'm about to do right here. I'm going to be pulling all the Valkyries there close together with the tornado spell. Our opponents do make a great play there and pull our own Valkyries back there as they are frozen by the ice spirit, and then distract them with the goblin gang. But the battle was already over from the time we got the tornado spell down, and so we were able to just zap away those princesses there and make quick work of them. Now we've got a giant going here with the executioner. I want you guys to pay close attention to this executioner right now. I'm going to be sending up my miner there, and we predict nothing again with that fireball, but keep your eyes on that executioner, folks. That one executioner is doing so much work right now. That last shot on the tower there kills it just as the executioner goes down there. So folks, I'm pretty sure our opponents right now are just seething with rage right now. I mean, come on, that one executioner was just biting them so hard in the back there. I would be so pissed off right now, wouldn't you guys? Anyways, we're just going to be cycling our cards right now, and our opponents have a lot of work to do right now. They're going to be dropping a miner there, but I block it with a well-placed Valkyrie there. So thankfully, folks, he's not going to be able to slap us with that shovel today. No siree. Anyways, we are continuing with our push. Down on the right lane, we've got a wizard and giant going down there, and we've got to do what we can to take that second tower there. But basically, we just need to defend really, and that's all for this game. We fireball down their princess, clipping all of the crown towers there. We managed to bring down their second crown tower there. Things seem hopeless for them right now. We're going to double up on giants. We've got a goblin gang going at them right now, and both the executioner and wizard are just doing magnificent at tearing up that tower there. So with that there, folks, we managed to take a 3 crown, and now folks, we're going to be moving on to a guest fight for the last bit of today's video here. And our guest fighter for today's video is going to be Sir Laurie. Now for reference, folks, I am going to be calling him Zach from this point onwards, because that's the name that I really know him as whenever I talk to him. So just bear in mind that there. Anyways, his opponent right now is going to be none other than the infamous Surgical Goblin. Yes, folks, I am dead serious here right now. This is a legit Surgical Goblin right here. As you can tell by the plays that he will be doing, trust me, this is going to be a battle of the Clash Gods right now, basically, because both of these players are very experienced. I'm sure every one of you out there viewing this video right now knows who Surgical Goblin is, but most of you out there might not be so familiar with my friend Zach here. Zach is actually a seriously competitive player as well. He also happens to be a very accomplished individual in terms of challenges, because folks, whether you know it already or not, Zach has been known to complete the 20 wins challenge on multiple occasions on multiple accounts. So this guy is an absolute stud right now. He's way better than I am actually, because I mean, if he can really get to 20 wins so easily on multiple accounts, that should say a lot there, folks. Anyways, a quick heads up for you folks at home there, Zach will be BMing Surgical Goblin at the end of this match, and the reason for that was because he wasn't sure if it was the real deal or not. Obviously, he wasn't able to check that until he was finished with the match, so if you see him laugh or anything like that at the end of the match, you'll know why. He also really despises the ghost. How do you guys feel about the Royale Ghost? I absolutely despise it. I actually unlocked it recently myself on both my main account and my second account, but I still kind of hate the card overall in terms of like how much value it can possess. Anyways, enough about that for now. Let's get back to the match at hand. So Zach right now, he's identified what he's playing against. He's playing against a bait deck as well, similar to his own. Zach's favorite archetype for challenges and stuff is obviously going to be classic log bait. He has played this deck so many times before, it isn't even funny to joke about how many times he's won with it. Anyways, his opponent Surgical Goblin right now is gonna have the Royale Ghost in his deck instead of Rocket, So seeing that he drops the Royal Ghost there near the Crown Tower, Zack opts to start rocket cycling that tower there. So from now on, Zack is going to keep defending as best as he can, and in between he'll throw a rocket when he thinks it's a good option to do. Take a look at that Goblin Gang there. The Goblin Gang is able to stop just about all the damage from the Goblin Barrel, and Zack is able to get a beautiful log there, killing everything there now. So we've got the Princess going at the tower there. She does get one shot there, but a great Ice Spirit by Surgical Goblin there. He manages to stutter the Princess there, and she switches targets there now, and the Princess is doing work here. She's splashing both the Royal Ghost and the Knight there. Unfortunately for him right now, the Royal Ghost does go back into stealth. He comes back out of stealth and smacks that tower now. So Zack is going to be going on the offensive right now again. He's getting that Goblin Barrel damage in there. Unfortunately, the King Tower is kind of mitigating the amount of damage that Zack would normally make there using the solo Goblin Barrel, but now Zack is just going to be rocket cycling now. He has got this game in the bag. All he needs to do is just defend, and maybe chip a little bit here and there where it's possible. So right now, Surgical Goblin is going to be tossing him yet another Goblin Barrel. Zack reserves the log only for defense there now, and that Royal Ghost right now. The Royal Ghost, his splash damage is so annoying. I can't even begin to imagine the frustration that Zack is experiencing right now. He outcycles the log there, so Zack has to quickly cycle back to his log. It gets there just in the nick of time, and now Zack just needs about one rocket. So he cycles back to his Knight there. The Royal Ghost almost connected to his tower there. That would have been bad news for us here. So Zack, once again, he throws in the Goblin Barrel. My bad earlier, I miscalculated the damage there. But now, folks, he has this game in the bag. All he needs to do is just log away that Goblin Barrel, and it is go time, folks. We send the rocket there, going to that corner tile there to travel as fast as possible, and Zack scores the win. So he throws him a few laughs and cries there just to tease him a little bit there. So like I said again, Zack did not know that was a legit Surgical Goblin. But anyways, folks, before I leave you all here today, I would like to share some pretty interesting news with you all. The first bit of it is going to be that I recently switched clans on my main account. So if you ever inspect my profile, you will now find me at Nova 1 Creators. So this is going to be the official clan for those of us on the creative team, and you can find some pretty awesome dudes there. More often than not, whenever you inspect the clan, you'll see people like Hamsh, you'll see Surfing Boy, and you'll also see some pretty strong players overall. So the clan is going pretty strong right now, and I would like to say a special shout out to all of my fellow members there. And the other bit of news that I have for you all today is going to be related to the image that you're seeing on the screen right now, and that is that the Nova creative team has made their official YouTube channel. So if you guys could do me a huge favor and just click the links that I have in the description and the pinned comment down below and go to their channel and subscribe to it, that would mean the world to me, folks. So the channel itself is going to be used to spotlight some of the better content that we have on our channels, and you can also get in on some pretty big giveaways that they're going to be doing on their channel every now and then. Also, for future reference, the channel will be used to spotlight events that the Nova esports teams are going to be taking part in as well. So do look out for that in the near future. Anyways guys, that is gonna do it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, remember, if you keep on digging, you'll eventually strike gold, but even then, keep on digging deeper, you'll eventually come across something even more worth your while. So once again everyone, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Peace out guys.